favor. Away!
Rise, everybody, rise for your national anthem as it is here. It is the Nations Cup. You're welcomed onto the great nation of Critscast. I'm your boy Tabs, and I'm joined with Bulman. Right, this is our coverage of ETF 12's Great Nation Cup. This is the 8th one, believe it or not. I believe how time flies in our 6v6 dominance here on the ETF 12 League.
Exciting one to finish up Group F tonight because, as you can see on your screens right now, Russia and Italy both coming out with the maximum amount of points possible so far. Most well-known Italian scouts playing for Global Clan recently did very, very well in Prem. So Ixi on the scout, Croy on the other scout, Drakey on soldier, and 20G on soldier as well. And then Fluo and Mex on Demo Man and Medic.
While over on the Russian side, we've got Utka on scout with his buddy Slash. DQZ will be playing that soldier. Turek will be playing another soldier as well. You notice I'm dodging around who's pocketing moments because I don't know. I'll level with you Twitch chat. But the demo man I know is Sano, and Medic will be Mad Mac. But if I had to, just kind of eke out a prediction from you tonight, we're going to be covering two maps. I think it is going to be Gullywash and Sunshine. Yeah, so how do you think our first map, which is looking like it's going to be Gullywash, is going to turn out between these two teams?
Well, I know so little about these rosters. These teams are so fresh-faced, but I would give Russia the slight edge overall tonight, but I don't know how which maps are going to go either way.
All right, fair play. Now, against the old Russian prediction, and I'm going to go with the Italians. Pass to this, pass to that, my way, all the way to Gullywash, baby. If you're just joining us, it's Nations Cup, it's number 8, and it's your boy Taz with his buddy Bum, and we're going to be covering this Italian stallion versus the Russian compadres. Let's see who starts off well on this mid of Gullywash. And already I'm seeing Floro turning up, spamming up, putting out some good starting damage for, frankly, to start off our mids. Shame that Drakey couldn't quite find the follow-up to play off that damage, and in the reactionary sort of style of mid, Russia has come out on top, John.
Yep, Russia out on top straight away, already busting through this choke into second and forcing everyone on the Italian side out into lobby. Looks like Ixi and Fluo want to come up top, just contest this. The cap's just gone through. They get a free frag onto DQZ, but Utka's in behind and he finds Mex, so that med frag is going to mean a lot. Utka just sneaking into lobby and then up into river, putting the pressure on early for Italy.
Yeah, it's both squads playing up to this the stereotypes. I've never seen such a pass to scout play work out so well for the Italians, but then you had the KGB hiding spies, or should I say scout spies, amongst them and just taking out the valuable asset that was Mex. So with an Ubercharger down, they're looking hard pressed to really make the push out, so they will go back to last over on that Italian squad, and they've already set up that sentry gun. Good. They've got the pyro ready to protect the sentry gun even better, and they've got the Doman positioned in water. You couldn't get any better defense. Utka though, right on top of the Doman, so Fluo's going to have to do some fancy footwork to dodge him, but he actually ends up trying to cap the point off instead. It's a bum rush for the final last point. All hands on deck, and it just needs a little extra touch, and they'll push off the last man standing over on Italy to get that first round on the board for Mother Russia.
Yeah, good job by Russia. Immediately running onto the point, Fluo had a little bit of an early debt, which allowed a lot of cap time to come out for Utka. And then obviously Italy just had a mad rush onto the point. 6 players stood on it to try and stop it from getting capped up, and they just got cleaned up by the Russian horde.
Russia making statements already. It's a quick round, but it does allow for a quick comeback here from Italy. They had a sort of decent first 10 seconds from Italy, so if they could just kind of work on the rest of the 30 seconds. And this is a much better mid coming out from Italy. Now taking out Sano straight off. They're winning the demo, and well, I say that, they've actually lost Fluo in all the excitement, so they're not quite winning on that. When the dust settles though between these two scout players, oh my god, the DM coming out from Slash alone. Look at this man. He's a man possessed, and he's just taken out 4 players on his, well, practically his own back.
That was amazing by Slash. Everything seemed to be against him. It was just him and Madmac alone on his own side, but the Italian scouts they split up, ran forwards, not entirely with each other, gave Slash those 1v1s, which he dealt with beautifully, just two-shotting everyone down, as you say, collecting all those frags on mid. And now Russia once again in the driving seat, big advantage coming in to last here.
No, I've seen this story before, but maybe it'll have a different ending. There's a chance for them to kind of change what went wrong the last time over on Italy. They have a much harder time of dealing with this sentry gun here over on Russia, and they only get Utka on the point now. They've actually managed to take out Fluo, and yeah, they just capped out the point even quicker this time, Bob.
Yeah, it seemed like it was going to be a lot worse with how little ground they were making with the Uber. The Pyro did a really good job of keeping that sentry up, keeping everyone back, juggling them in river, but no one was with Fluo underneath anymore, so a soldier just walked up behind him. It was a really, really easy frag on Fluo, and then, yeah, an even faster cap than last time, and it looks like we're changing things up for this mid as Fluo opts to go up the enemy side.
I don't think he wanted to do that, but I think he will take advantage. Oh no, and they take advantage of Fluo. They just end up killing him off. First frag in the mid is never what you want for a Demoman to go down, and they have to give this up. And maybe it works out a bit better for them, because in the backing out and losing the mid so hastily, at least they keep their medic alive and out, so they won't be losing that sort of uber fight going it from this midpoint.
Yeah, that was a disaster on mid. Just as we mentioned, Flo trying to go up the other side, he just gets destroyed in that little mini elbow. And then 2 other frags for Russia as well, just solidify that mid. Turret goes in for a sack, finds absolutely nothing. Utka already spawned on Sniper, he's just rolling out of the forwards now, as Italy actually looking to move forwards, putting some pressure on up top. 20 grams peeking this shutter, putting in a bit of spam as well.
Oh my, Utka with the first shot, first kill over on 20 grams, so this should open things up a bit. It gives them the license to actually make a push in. They do lose Utka on Sniper, however, but Croy had to go down to during all of that mixing, so they might be tempted to make a push here, or they'll just throw in DQZ instead, see what he can find, but it's gully wash. It's hard to get on top of this medic. He's got his own little bachelor pad back there in that VIP room known as the respawn.
Yeah, Mex was actually just inside the spawn room before DQZ even sacked, I think. He just jumped in towards nothing. 20G trying to make some room in Big Door, taking a fight against Utka. Utka just putting in those no-scope body shots, and 20G will fall eventually. So that should be the cue to get out to last. Italy just going to hold their own ground and see if Utka can get an angle here. He's poking through main for now.
Yeah. He's had a good... Oh, Ixie there, just a bit quicker on the trigger finger as well. This is why these Italians are known as these DM beasts. They've got all the extra sort of... You know what, actually, I'm not even going to go there. It was a good shot.
Well, this is opportunity for Italy again. Fluo now fighting against Turek on the low ground. Will get that det off. So now there is actually DRK all the way behind. Drakey bombing in from Choke. He's going to find Slash, but not quite get the air shot in. There's help from Croy, though. And now there's kind of...
Oh, there goes the demo man, Utka. He keeps coming back as Sniper, and this man will not die. And oh, some revenge onto Ixie. Despite being buffed up by the medic, still goes down to the Utka Sniper. Well, he will go down for the cause now, but they've Ubered into last. They're on top of the medic. Paul Mex has to pop off his Uber defensively. Thank God his teammates were around and respawned just in time, but that's still a wasted Uber charge for Italy.
Yeah, that was a real shame. Italy kind of had this pincer coming in. It was about to be perfect, but then the snipe onto Fluo stopped things in their tracks, so that was really good by Russia to hold on there. And now Italy still, everything's against them. They're just back in this lobby. It's not really worth fighting for, so they're going to step back and take time to rebuild on last. Both teams just want to wait for these Ubers before they try anything else out, it seems. Utka going to be building up top. The sentry gun back up for Ixie.
Well, on the bright side though, they have managed to snap out of this sort of quick whitewashing of Russia. They seem to have these sort of back-to-back rounds, but once they get that medic...
Russia are going to go with this tiny ad, it looks like. They've already popped 90% though on Mex. He's going to get it any second now as he rotates through spawn.
Oh, he's been flung up into the air though. How gets the overcharge in mid-air. If he got hit by an airplane, that would have been a very different story, as they managed to kind of hold together this last point, but they want more here over on Italy. They're fighting and they're trying to bite off just a bit more at this combo area over at Choke, but they don't seem to find anyone. They will find the point.
Yeah, even though Russia forced Italy way later, they weren't building themselves from the very start, so they thought that advantage was bigger than the 10 or 15% it actually was, and that kind of blew up in Russia's face. But now they do have an advantage.
Van Utka, you think his main class was Sniper. He's gone back to playing Sniper again, and they've got an Uber charge, but they can't really play off it too much, because, I mean, they've got a Sniper, I guess. They're going to go in anyway, and they've flung... Oh, a nice pipe onto Mex there, taking out the safety net for Italy now, so now it's a dead-end scramble. They've all kind of done a delta split, but the post-Uber positioning is awful for
It was
Russia.
dreadful. 20 grams was in choke, kind of watching their exit, and Madmac just walked backwards into him without even looking and kind of literally pressed up against 20G for like 5 seconds before noticing, and 20 grams just collects 2 or 3 frags there with help of a scout, and now things are going more Italy's way, but they do need to get some rounds on the board. There's 20 minutes left to do so, but they are 2 rounds down very quickly to Russia. They want to get back in the game straight away.
I can sympathise with those sort of Ubers. You go in, you've got that one solid objective that you think's going to be really hard. Kill the medic, get it before he gets the Uber. And then when you do it, you're like, okay, what now? What do we do? Oh, God. And, yeah, during the nice little Delta split, Italy did just rely on their DM and their sort of coordination to link up during that post-Uber, and it worked flawlessly.
DQZ was hiding above the choke, but he's now gonna get out as Utka falls. Ixie is all the way back on last. He's gonna get cleaned up by Slash though. And in all of this madness, that means Italy get control of second. They've managed to eke this forwards from their own last to the enemy last.
Yeah, they were just worried about sort of flank plays going off. Once the flank gets compromised like that, you don't really want to just get greedy and hold that top area. So they both go back wisely over on Russia. They're trying to set up a sentry gun, but Drakey's like, cheeky, how dare you? He will take out the sentry gun. Dies for the cause as well. They've lost another soldier during all this, so see, Russia want to push in. They want to have a poke.
Yeah, double sack there from Italy, but they're setting up correctly here on second. They've got Fluo sticking down both these doors, got one scout just watching up top. His job is to just call that they're coming and then back out. The spawners are here, so the soldiers can be in this fight if it does carry on, but I think Russia know that the spawners are here. It's a bit too dangerous to try and poke out. They need to go faster if they wanted to get something, so they're going to back to last.
It's almost a little scary though for Italy. You can see Floro just kind of madly checking between the doors, seeing if they cheekily get towards him while he's trying to pin down that top area as well. So things have solidified, calmed down a bit, and now Slash has picked up the sniper rifle, I should say.
Yeah, we'll see if he can... Oh, there is just a solo Uber into lobby from Utka. He gets one frag with it, but now the counter pop is about 40% better. Are they going to be able to chase with this, Italy? No. Once you get back behind that shutter, it's all too dangerous. The Drakey does pick up Slash, and now Fluo has died to DQZ as well with no demo. This is very, very dangerous for Italy now. They are trying to continue to get frags in lobby, just trading back and forth here. Now 2 scouts barreling towards the demo of Sano, but Ixie and Mex, the sole survivors, just going to escape out of lower.
God, what a Chad play, though. When's the last time you saw somebody do a solo scout Uber into the top area of Gullywod and then thought we could just win the trade fight during these post Ubers as well? And that's exactly... Oh my god, Fluo just completely dunked on Sano there. Well, that just erased the last 30 seconds of memory. What a Chad play, that demo man.
Yeah, 2 down, one of which being a demo. Italy are going to go in for the kill. Ixie already has an opportunity to get on the point there, but he saw that soldier looking at him funny and decided not to, and now everyone on Italy is just falling apart. They're getting destroyed. It's only Croy left alive. He's going to go down to the heavy as well. Utka playing his Nationman's class. And now, yeah, Russia 100% add. Easily off their own last. Only 3 people even going to get the mid-forward spawn, and they walk into Sano! No! Mex! Why does he walk up the stickies? That's so bad. That's an easy extra 12-second respawn that's going to allow Russia to go further and further forwards with this advantage.
They just didn't see it coming. I guess they never thought they would have the gall over on Russia to just go for the forward respawn, but they did, and it's paid off heavenly. The one person to go first and die in that respawn shouldn't have been your medic.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see, and it was all looking so good for Italy to finally get back into the game, but now just the mistakes made on last, followed by that crucial mistake, leads this to be a Russia Uber into lobby. They find Mex again instantly with the Uber. Fluo very low by the shutter as well. Looks like he's going to go down too. This is not boding well for Italy. They're already capping up second here, and only 3 people left alive on last. Russia just need to bust through and get on the cap, and they'll have a third round easy peasy.
Oh, okay. Everyone's getting a bit ahead of themselves on both of these squads here. They just ransack the point, and it does work out for Russia, but a bit sloppy, a bit choppy, but it's a third round.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a round of Mex dying twice where he shouldn't have, unfortunately. Just these little mistakes can allow things to slip away so fast. And Italy are looking better, though, coming into this part of the game. It's not quite the fast wipes we've been seeing on the first 2 rounds, so hopefully Italy have a chance for a comeback soon enough.
Oh, Fluo's done a lot of tagging on top of Mad Mag to start off this mid. Ixie will go down immediately, and even Fluo's getting poorly pressured, and it allows the scouts to kind of work a lot more freely. Sadly, they haven't done as much work as you were kind of hoping they would do, and Utka trying to be the brave hero, fighting off against a Pastor Scout with a buff. I don't think there's many things that can beat that.
Yeah, there was no real need for Utka to be taking that 1v1 there when you could have waited for Slash, but now it's ulti duo on mid, Kroy versus Slash, as Ixie actually comes in on the respawn, chases Russia out, and that's where the mistake of taking that 1v1 has actually flipped this entire mid in the favour of Italy. They just get it off the back of Utka being greedy and going for that 1v1.
Don't you hate it when someone joins in on your MG Scout duel on your MG server? Well, so both of these teams now have Uber. This puts Italy at rest, because it seems like when they have Uber disadvantage, their brain tears the pasta as well.
Well, that is just another
Uber
straight in.
He's taunting. Fluo's taunting whilst he's being Uber charged. A lot of that Uber was just wasted, really. But, I mean, on the bright side, though, both teams were Ubered. I don't think there's much he could have done as an Uber demo man.
Yeah, I don't know why he was taunting either. He didn't get a kill or anything. Maybe he just mispressed a key on his keyboard. That's interesting. But Turek is down, and they're trying to just bust choke immediately off the back of it. 2 scouts and a demo, but Ixie gets caught in and taken down. This allows Russia to be the one to start poking their heads through the door. But it looks like they're both going to calm down for a while.
Okay, so all eyes on probably DQZ now. He's been the one to... There you go, there, right on schedule. Right on top of Fluo as well. Literally the best pick he could have got for. Nice little pipes coming out from Sano. Now that's a taunt. Where's your taunt key? I think Fluo pressed it for you earlier, lad.
Yeah, and now Italy just having to run. Kroy on the low ground, trying to take an Uber into them here,
God.
actually. He does get the better side of the Uber.
That was a lovely sort of force, and then a follow-up Uber coming out from Mex as well. They could maybe keep chasing with this, but they just didn't really want to keep fighting in that post-Uber situation. Fluo's holding the ground here at Big Door. DQZ somehow entered the mix, and he's taken out a Mex, and Drakey, he's to return back to the fight. He's like, what the hell is going on here? Why is there blood and why is there guts everywhere? Where's this soldier coming from? And everyone just keeps going back to the respawn and entering the fight over and over again.
Yeah, it seems there's not... There might be some miscommunication going on from Italy. They were trying to fight...
Slash is in now, and he's just ran into Fluo and Ixie. He's just 1v2'd them.
Yeah, some of Italy are just not committing to the fight on second after it was going their way. Then they're running to mid while the rest of their team are on last. They're just losing both fights all over the place at the same time. It seems they're not really coherent as a team right now. There is, thankfully, going to be some slow pace for a bit to get everyone back on the same page. Obviously, get on this last hold, everyone's going to know their roles, what they're doing. But it's not good enough for Italy at this point. They need to get some rounds. It's 12 minutes now, and they're still 3-0 down. They have nothing on the leaderboard to show for it at this point, and they are back on their own last again.
You read my mind, bum. This is the time period that people start looking at that score and start looking at the differences and thinking, oh god, we've only got this much time. So they just start doing anything and everything.
Fluo was just kind of chilling all alone in lower there. None of his team even in lobby. He's just poking around to see what he can get. And on the other side, DQZ in water as well at the same time.
Now, at this point, a lot of teams in recent metas have been starting to just run crit screen, just start switching the game up to a 5th gear just to get heads rolling and things moving. Because these sort of Uber versus Uber full ads between both teams, they just get stalemated out like you see here.
Yeah, I don't think either of them will go up on crits, as in fact Russia just find 2 picks straight away that this is something they can use easily. Utka is in trying to DM versus Ixi. How has he lived so long? He's been alive for like 15 seconds against 4 players, and no one can even hit Utka. And now Slash going down in main as well. Maybe not what Russia wanted here, off the back of their own 2 picks. And now it looks like DQZ is... Surely the timer is against him as well. Oh, he does manage to find Croy though, in fact. And now he'll finally die. He finally expires. That was a weird one.
Yeah, it seems both teams are trying to do some sort of cute plays at the same time. I think I saw some people over on the Russian squad like waiting for them to push, and just they had a ambush ready for them at the stairway, but they didn't really bite here over on Italy. Despite being 3 rounds down, they want to stay put. They're going to wait for the perfect push out, and then they'll make their move.
Utka making his way to the sniper spot, the hero spot, on top of that little doorway in River. But in the meantime, everyone just busting lobby on the side of Italy. They find 2 frags, and this is a decent place to take an Uber should they want to. Looks like they're running forward, solo scout Uber. The trade is out immediately, and Croy goes deep trying to find Utka, but he gets a flash. And now the banner is actually popped from Turek, which should slow Italy down.
Man, these are some men.
Oh, never mind, 20 grams.
Oh,
he finds the medic straight away. So now this is definitely an opportunity for Italy to start moving. Slash and Turek on last, though. They need to deal with this first. Turek goes down. Slash in lobby as well. They just managed to make chaos out of this, Russia, to try and delay or kind of downplay their own mistake, letting their medic die. But sooner or later, Italy are going to want to do something with this advantage.
It seems you see these flashes of brilliance coming out from both of these teams, and then suddenly there's like one colossal mistake or again another countering flash of brilliance from the other squad, and it just resets things back. Doesn't really look cold or calculated here, just kind of like a highlight reel being played back to back.
And again, Turek finding some easy frags, and now Mex has been separated from his team. It's an easy frag here. Turek just takes him down with the black box. That was so terrible from Italy. Almost exactly on cue, as you say. It just looks like there's flashes of brilliance followed by flashes of failure that allow Russia to flood into last here and get their 4th round on the board. Ixi tries to block it, but it's not enough. And now with 9 minutes left and Italy against the ropes, they can't lose another round. They have to manage to start to do something here if they want any chance of coming out as the first seed in their group.
I can never eat pasta again, not after this display. I'm gonna just hope that they can just, eke out, at least not have the mercy rule kick in, for the love of God. Like, they can survive it. It's 8 minutes, surely. We're going to another mid, and already the presence and the sort of positioning looks a bit better from Russia. They actually did trade out their sniper and their roamer for the sort of snipe and pick. That's probably for the best, as I think he was making a grand sort of flank round. There's a counter-attack coming out from Italy slightly, some nice rockets coming out from Drakey, and yeah, they're holding the line against all the aggressors of Russia as well, so if it draws out any longer, I think they will win this over on Italy.
Yeah, Russia kind of thought they already had the mid-fight won, so they started moving towards Big Door, kind of expecting Italy to try and escape, but Italy committed to the mid, and in fact then managed to come out on top because Russia had given up all the position by trying to move forward so quickly, and then from that Italy have been able to roll this one forwards. It is even Ubers, which is not what you want to see when you're trying to stage this comeback. You want to go ASAP. Croy running forwards, not going to be able to find DQZ quite yet, and the Uber is actually out, used entirely onto Utka, who is just failing this 1v1 versus Ixi right now. Ixi finally gets the kill, and the Uber is full advantage into last. They're running straight in on the side of Italy. Will they be able to finally get around on the board? They have 2 frags in there.
Oh my god, Mac's just gone down as well, so there's no heals for Russia in all of this. The only thing that's keeping them around longer than they should is Sano on that demo man, and There we go. That's what I'm talking about. No mercy rule today, buddy.
Hey, the round started with 9 minutes left and it ends with 7 minutes left, which mathematically means they can at least tie this if Italy keep getting rounds as fast or faster. We could see a comeback.
Hello, YouTube. If this is this historical moment of TF2, I hear a knocking. Well, Fluo, oh my god, well, goodbye. Close the history books because it's not happening today. Not with a...
Although 3 frags very quickly. DQZ, last one alive on mid. He's bombing in onto Mex. Can they block him? They do, just in time, and Mad Max is going to go down 2. So this is really, really good. In fact,
this is... Yeah, okay, I guess...
The history books are back open, so...
Yeah, okay, well, turn back to page 7, class. We're going straight back into our history lesson. You needed all your scouts alive during all this. It's just usually Demomen do such a vital role for your mids that... you know, you kind of need them, but they're proving otherwise here over on Italy. Drakey already hiding underneath.
20 grams just missed an AFK Sano on the point who was setting his traps. He tried to snipe him down and he just missed when Sano wasn't moving.
It's okay, we didn't get that on the stream. We'll pretend it didn't happen. Just tear that page out, eat it. We've already Ubered into last. They've taken out the sentry gun rather quickly. They're on top of Sano's, hiding in the
and they just
sneaky area, and they get another round on the board. Okay, boys, tinfoil hats on. Conspiracy, following a script, whatever you want to call it. It has potential here, Bum.
Yeah, 5 minutes 30. We're going even faster than last round. Italy just keep picking up the pace. If they can manage this, that would be absolutely incredible. We need Russia to get their head in the game. Stop thinking they're so ahead that it can't happen. Drakey bombing in straight away. He finds one rocket on Sano, but loses his life for it. And now Fluo getting bombed in return. Turek going to take him down.
It's hard mode now for these scouts because now they really have to do some heavy lifting. They actually bring a person all the way back to deal with DQZ over on the flank as well. He's been rejoined with his squad. They're on recovery here on Italy, which isn't good enough. They have to keep spiraling things out of control. Ixie's holding the midpoint though for what seems like an age, getting kills as well. He's got 8 HP. He's recovered with his team. They re-salvaged the mid.
How? That's incredible. Ixie both winning that 1v1 and bringing people back on mid, and Croy doing an incredible job of taking down everyone on the chase from the side of Russia allows Italy to win this mid that they had no business on, and now it looks like they might even avoid the Russia combo entirely, who are holding choke right now. They could bust Big Door, get themselves in and try and get something moving. The Uber is out. It's better for Italy, only slightly.
Oh no, Fluo gets hit with a pipe though. The nice little sort of aggressive Uber coming out from Russia to deal with this. They even get mechs in the post Uber now. All they have to focus over on Russia is to keep Mad Mac alive, and they know they're going to be floating towards him like moths to a flame here, Bum. Ixie, he did miracle work before, but how much more miracles can this guy pull out?
Yeah, not enough by the looks of it. Ixie going down. There's 3 minutes 30 left. It's still possible for a tie, maybe, but Italy not managing to convert the comeback so easily.
Trap.
There is a trap that finds Slash,
Drakey.
and the frags are going Italy's way.
Yeah, they turn it around. Sano's stickies keep getting destroyed by the quickie launcher. Fluo walks through a trap though, does get a crossbow, but gets piped down as well. Sano seems to be the tie turner in this sort of momentum for Italy, and as the time keeps a-ticking, it's more pressure for Italy to make things happen.
Yep, and the Uber charge advantage is against them. They're just about coming up on their Uber now, as in fact, Russia Uber runs straight in. Oh, it's only crits for Mex. Oh no, he can't actually do anything to stop the invulnerable players just running into him. And I think that's probably going to be curtains on Gully Wash now, Turbo. This does not seem doable as Russia are capping up second. They've already got players in putting pressure on last. Turek will get headshot in water there, but it just seems like way too much.
Yeah, it's a shame. I feel like there's a lot of hero sort of mentalities on the team, and I mean, it's good to have a few heroes. I mean, we wouldn't have had that massive play coming out from Ixie on mid, but I think if a few more people just played some solid TF2 or just did some basic roles, they probably would have got another round by now.
Yeah, well, at the end Oh, they might get another round. There's a full white and
That's the
60
sound of
crit set.
TF2 mathematicians pulling out the calculator here, looking at the points and going, click, 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 click. It is mathematically possible.
It is. I mean, we saw a 1 minute 30 round earlier. They need to win this round
They've got
in
a
literally
crits
10
as well.
seconds.
They've
They are
got a
coming up
quickie
second right
launcher.
now. Yeah, crits and the quickie launcher is what this is relying on.
A sniper, 20 gram. Can he hit moving targets then better than stationary targets? Fluo hits a post that's far. He gets backstabbed as well. Oh no, what a horrible chapter to end things on. They're having to crit down a sentry gun.
Ixie on the point though.
Ixie's on the point. He's taken out the demo man. He's got the kill! Onto the poor scouts as well. They're all bum rushing for it. It's Uko on the engineer that's engineering this defense for them. They will get that third round. Everyone's tabbing so quickly to find out the time. It's 1 minute, people. 1 minute.
1 minute. I don't know. I mean, it is possible, but I don't know if it's possible with an enemy team on the server.
Oh,
You know, like
where's Eames? Where's Eames? We're not going to mid. We're not going to mid. Listen to me. We're not going
the
to mid.
crits. The crits is out for Italy. This is what they need if they want it to go as fast as possible. But they really need to be playing the point on mid from pretty much the start of mid. It's going to be so difficult. Drakey in immediately with a bomb. They find
my,
Slash
okay, well.
and Mad Mac.
Okay, this is going all right, but the sniper plays are going to have to be giga huge, though. They lose a medic that is, disastrous for them. Flua has some nice pipes, but I mean, unless he can split himself into 5 people and do 7 jobs, I don't think it's going to be done. And it's 25 seconds left. It's all been said and done. Russia will take away this map from the Italians.
That was a roller coaster at the end. Unfortunate that Fluo hits the nice pipe onto the only player who wouldn't have died to one pipe. That's always sad to see. But at the end of the day, if Italy had a better first half of this game, if they weren't getting rolled over and making so many mistakes early on, then this could have been very, very easy for them. But the comeback just was not meant to be. There was too little time and too much to do. At least they, got their heads in the game towards the end there, got some rounds on the board, and got the maybe the mental fortitude to feel like they have a win possibility in the second map, which is going to be Sunshine up next. Yeah, we could definitely see the scouts like Ixie and Carbo come to life even more. They were doing so much to clutch up the last game, and they could definitely turn this around. So are you staying with your boys? Are you back in Italy?
I'm staying full pizza, baby. Let's go. All right, it is Nation Cup number 8. It's Russia versus Italy. It's been a nail-biter to say the least so far, and we're going to a new map. It is Sunshine, it's Turretams, it's Bum, and it's Core over on production. And already Ixie will get cut off on these on this mid. To say I was boasting the scouts so heavily at the start, and Russia, they just have more men. They have more sort of bodies on the field now because they lost Ixie so early. The dominoes fell just a bit quicker for Italy, and they're even going to get chased out from mid as well and capitalised on here. Boom, a car crash at mid.
Yeah, really, really disastrous. And this is exactly what we saw at the very start of Gully Wash as well. If you cast your mind that far back to 30 minutes ago, and now Russia immediately busting their way into last. They find 20G, they find DRK, and they stand on the point, and that's the round over. That was not nice for Italy. They went 3 down on mid, and then they had such a slow escape from Cafe. They kind of looked like they didn't know whether they wanted to continue playing the mid or run. And then by the time they left, all of Russia just have their exit. Obviously, going through choke is the faster way to second, so they blocked off and found all those players as well. So into the second mid already, Turbo.
The latency on this server must be awful for the Italians. It seems like they take 2 full rounds to actually get connected into the server as Drakey will get started on this minute. Gets some nice starting damage onto Sano with an air shot to boot as well. This is a much better start for Italy. And they even find Turek hiding in the wings there. So this is a back out for Russia, most definitely. As soon as you see that Doman dying versus your team, that's an easy peasy back out. So they start chasing here over on Italy. They can probably get this second for free because it is a nightmare to hold without an Uber charge.
Yep, and Russia making a better call Oh, actually, they are just running in with another Scout Uber. In fact, Mad Mac gets juggled forwards towards Utka, which is very lucky because Utka could have been dropped from that. The trap does find Drakey on the chase as well. Sano's going to take him down.
My.
Carbo gets Sano, and DQZ goes down to 20 grams on the way out of that Uber as well. So Italy have some pace to move now.
Oh my god! Get destroyed, everybody! Oh my god, I don't know who's destroying whom. Oh my god, Fluo, please give me some air. Give me some air. Oh my god. Okay. Whew. That was good. That's some good TF2 for the past 30 seconds. Alright, so we're gonna in all the chaos there, I blacked out and Russia have their second point back. But they have an Uber charge kind of on the way for Italy now, but I don't think Russia want to wait for this time. They're so aggressive. They've already taken out Fluo, and they're on top of Mex, it looked like. They did have to cycle back a bit, deal with Drakey.
Oh no,
they
and
lose...
20 grams craters as well.
Oh,
That's from bad to worse for Italy.
They do have the two sort of impactful players over on Italy with both the scouts and an Uber charge, so they could humour the idea here. It'd be really foolish, but you know, if you trust the logs.
Yeah, but they can't 2v6 at Turbo. I don't even trust them to do that. That was just a shame. Fluo playing so far away from the rest of his team, pretty much allowing himself as a free sack opportunity. There is a double sack into last, and they do find Mex off the back of that. Turek and Slash going to go down. DQZ getting chased as well. So in fact, a triple sack from the Russians. Sano just going to jump out. They're giving up second off of the hope that they can find something more in the future with this 100% ad.
Have you noticed that ever since Fluo was running quickie bombs, he's not taking it off now? Usually it's quite a hipster choice of Demoman weaponry there, but I think ever since he's just won those couple of rounds from Gullywash, he thinks, this is it, this is my lucky underwear, I need to just keep using this weapon at all time.
Fluo looks like he's dying to this Uber that Russia did take forwards here. They found 3 frags. Looks like the triple sack could have been the right play. Sano fighting against Mex. Oh my goodness, he takes him out in the suicide bomb. Does actually take him down eventually. Carbo last man alive. And now they are only just capping up second. But this is going to be a round by the looks of it. As long as no one can... Yeah, there's no time to block this, surely. Ixie trying to fly in. Drakey on the point as well, but there's no time. Looks like that triple sack pays off for Russia because they were so perfect with that Uber. They managed to get second and last in one go.
Can Daddy Italy, you know, bounce back here, bum? They did it last time. Surely they can believe in themselves this time. A nice setup from Fluo, setting up some stickies on that flank, but nobody's taking it. Nobody's going out that way. Everyone just rolled out choke.
Yeah, Turek hiding now will get free frag onto Ixie from the enemy flower. He's going to get chased down as the rest of Russia rush forwards in towards Mex, and they find him easily. So now Russia looking good for this mid. All of the Italian players... actually, Drakey getting back into it on Sano.
Oh my god, if Drakey got the air shot there, I would have lost my mind. And they have kind of brought it back, Italy, to say they lost their medic so early. And 20 gram versus Utka. It's a soldier versus a scout, and he's got high ground. This is looking a bit troublesome. DQZ, though, nobody expects the soldier Inquisition. He just comes barreling in and just takes him out.
You just drive-bys of the fast rollout.
Utka, he's on top. Oh, Mex might have gone down there if he was allowed to shoot off one more shot, but Drakey, putting on his best TQZ impression, comes flying in, taking out that player.
Utka joined Spectator as well for a good 5 seconds there. I sense a thread coming on. Any ban for Utka?
Have you ever been destroyed so hard, Bum, that you've been kicked to Spectator?
It just rage smashed my keyboard and somehow ended up on Spectate. Turek is behind right now. Turek is in enemy lobby.
I know what he's doing. That's the pub strat. That's where you remove dominations off yourself, and then it doesn't show up on the scoreboard anymore. I know your game, Utka.
Turek still hasn't been spotted, even though he bombs towards Cafe. Now he's behind all these players. He finds Ixie for free, but he's beefing it.
Oh no, Moo beef, prime beef coming on from choke, and Turek even goes to flank round and ends up Meals on Wheels himself to Italy, and they'll eat that delicious meal, and start moving on forward. They've got that midpoint. They've got Uber charges apiece between both of these teams, but need I remind you, Turek went down. That's a player down. That's one more plus than Russia, so they can push in here. And then Drakey goes down and takes that, all of that. Oh, even worse, they lose 20 gram over at Cafe, so now it's one more player for Russia.
Yeah, Drakey's sack not entirely the best. Looked like he couldn't decide who to focus his rockets on and just kind of ended up not finding anyone because of it. The forward spawns are here for Italy, which should stem the bleeding. Russia are trying to bust through, and now Turek is onto Mex and forces that off. Mex couldn't see him, so he just had to use out of panic, even though Turek probably didn't have another rocket ready. But obviously Mex can't know that when his back's turned, and now they want to find Russia. They want to force this out so that Russia can't run them over with this Uber. They're all barreling in off the side of Italy. They do find 2 frags. Senno just craters himself for seemingly no reason, and Italy are still running towards this Uber. It's so dangerous if they hang around and get wiped here by the Uber.
Okay, we've used our Uber. Okay, that was a very, very early use coming out from Russia, and Utka, he's so desperate to find anything with it. He keeps going forward despite not being invulnerable anymore. Does go down, but takes Fluo with him. Good
Yeah,
trade.
not great from Russia there, but now the refight can happen on mid. Russia do still have the mid point, so they have the advantage of spawners coming from second rather than from last. They'll have reinforcements faster in this fight, and Italy just kind of playing around their scouts towards choke now. They know that they have to wait a lot longer for those respawns, and eventually Russia just win that battle of attrition.
Well, not sure attrition can win against an Uber charge. They will pop it off now for Italy, and it's the same story but different colour as they go across the point, really trying to find somebody with this Uber charge, but can't seem to find a soul. Oh, Croy's in, takes out a dying kill onto Slash, which is better than nothing.
Yeah, and now actually both teams are just completely circumventing each other.
Oh
Italy
no,
through
they
choke.
all turn round for each other as well. Some people have committed in. Drakey was that one person. 20 grams ends up. Oh no, that was a sad affair. He ends up bumping into DQZ and then gets crated and shot into the ground. Utka, a much more successful Uber this time, and my God, Utka loves an Uber, doesn't he?
He certainly does, and he's been putting them to good use so far, I'd say.
Oh my. Okay, well, Drakey was there. He came in, took out one player, and then immediately left. They haven't capped mid yet over on Russia. They're going so aggressive, and poor Italy think they can maybe take advantage of this, because
yeah, I think they'll regret not capping mid there, because now the Uber advantage is in favour of Mex, who lived all the way through second. 90%, but Fleur is going too fast, and he gets juggled in that corner and taken down by Sano. And Ixie also going to fall in the choke. It's dreadful for Italy. What seemed like their opportunity just backfires in their face yet again. I feel like we've seen that so many times here tonight.
Fun fact, Bomb, did you know that both in the Italian language and the Russian language, there is no such thing as an S? There is no S, so they can't press the S key, they can't move backwards. They actually don't have the ability to, because it's not in their alphabet. That's the only reason I can think to why these teams just don't back out and hold and solidify for just half a second here.
Well, you know, this is getting interesting now, because Gully Wash, we saw 2 fast rounds for Russia, and we see that now as well. Turek just got sniped and destroyed out the air there, by the way. And then the third round, we saw Italy coming out on top in the start, but then eventually becoming a very slow and painful lost round, which seems to be happening here too. Maybe we might see another near comeback
No,
later.
my heart can't take it. I'm an aging old man. Please don't do this to me. Okay, so both teams packing some Uber charges, and obviously when that happens and we're at this point of the maps, someone's rocking sniper, whether it's the people on the last point or the people pushing the last point. And it looks like Ixie is nominated to be that champion. So all eyes on him, please. Everyone sync up your wall. No, all eyes on Utka. It's the Utka show, because he does love an Uber charge. Need I remind you, he's trying to force them out, but they realise, wait, it's just a scout. We don't need to use the Uber for a scout, because it's just such a low damage class in a sort of big blobby world. So yeah, no Uber charge used for Italy.
Yeah, it looked like Italy might have wanted to do something off the back of it, but Drakey just kind of fed on the other side of last for seemingly no reason while the Uber was going on, which is unfortunate. And now that the players are even, an Ubercharge advantage isn't much on Sunshine Last. It's so dangerous and difficult to try and push out of this last. There's only really one avenue they can go through, which is lower left, and they drop Carbo. So now they have to be back on last straight away, and no one can get caught in lobby here, otherwise it's very, very dangerous. Fluo still peeking around, 20 grams also in lower. Looks like they are back to safety though.
I think I would have liked it a bit more if they tried to... Oh god, delayed that. DQZ just went in and absolutely destroyed Ixie and Fluo, and pick a door, any door bomb, it's yours. And you can start walking in. Utka's already walking in, he's leading the charge, he's pushing everybody in. Everyone's going through their own little doorway. They're on top of the point, and poor Italy don't have a chance. It's 3-0.
That is so nice from DQZ, just pinning them up in that corner, up by top right, and destroying them up against those walls. Easy airshot frags for him up against the corner, and yeah, we're seeing it again. 2 fast rounds and then a slow but painful loss for Italy. Now fast rollout from Torek into the enemy choke. He's going to get immediately destroyed. Looks like 20G is on Pyro, in fact.
Okay, well, I hope everyone's got their bingo cards ready. I'm not sure if that was my square, but he's going to be rocking it either way. Maybe taking some tips from Josh and company?
Yeah, well, Nerdrage did win the latest season by doing this, of course. And he finds a reflect on Sano. If that arrow hadn't come in, that would be a free demo pick. In fact, it does look like they are making space off the back of 20 grams here. Fluo able to put some spam in as well. He's just keeping the spam off with these reflects. But now DQZ and Torek in behind him.
Warrior.
The Uber is out.
Yeah, they've popped off the Uber and they just back out. They find the S key over on that keyboard and walk out over on Mad Mac and Co. And yeah, they've just popped off the Uber now. They're trying to find Mex, and Mex does a really good job of actually dodging away, hiding and refuging back into Cafe. Circles back round to his team, and they can make a counter now. They can actually start pushing into second.
Yeah, the Russians didn't have their best combat class for the entirety of that. Sano was being 1v1'd by 20G on second, who was just reflecting him and keeping him out from even coming near the team. So now Italy have this chance to refight, but Ixie taking a lot of damage. The bomb in from Torek finds the med as well, and then he might even get the Pyro and Carbo here. Carbo very weak. They're all getting cleaned up. Nice team play from Russia to close it out. They're going to be running forwards onto mid and have this Uber advantage for second and potentially last, but Sano just goes way forwards, landing on a trap and gifting a nice little gift-wrapped package of his own skull to Fluo there.
Don't you? It's like when your mum and dad gives you a gift and your dad doesn't know what the gift is either. He just he has his name written on it, and that was Sano. He was just like, I didn't know I was going to get you this gift, but okay, here you go, you're welcome, thank you. Ixie goes down, dies to the cause, and before earlier where it's starting to be turned around on Italy, as much as I want to point at the Pyro and says this is his fault, I think it's really not. Maybe that scenario was more the Pyro's fault as a class, not so much as 20 gram, but a soldier's pretty good. It holds those doors a bit stronger, and whilst it wasn't to be blamed at the last second point, for this second point it was a bit lacking.
Yeah, there wasn't much to be done, especially just 1v1ing a scout in choke. Not much you can do there. There is a repush attempt coming out from Italy now, walking in on second. They've got a bit of cap time. Carbo forces out Mad Mac as well. Mex using considerably later. They could be able to chase with this. Mad Mac actually splits up from his team, but he's still Ubered, so manages to get out safely. And now the bust is in from Russia. They're refighting it. Torek and Utka have fallen straight away, though. And the Pyro is still out, putting the hurt into DQZ.
Yeah, but they just seem to walk away from him when it's just getting a bit too hot for them, and they're still holding the ground here, and strangely so are Italy as well. I've never seen anybody hold on to second point as long as anybody, just without an Uber
Slashing
like this.
behind. He picks up one, he picks up 20G. Will he get Fluo here? He's missing some shots. Fluo just AFKs in the end. I think Italy might be calling this. I don't think they're playing too seriously anymore.
Oh, what gave that away? What gave that away? I mean, it's a shame because they proved earlier, like in Gully Wash, that they could make comebacks insanely happen. But if it's already 5-0 in their hearts,
No, they just have to wait until it's 4-0. They're doing it for the
oh,
viewers.
right,
Remember, they
hard
only
mode.
started playing properly at 4-0 in the last game. So, welcome to How to Win a TCM Game, Episode 2. As Italy are obviously going to roll this mid-fight over now that we're in the 5th round where it actually matters.
I mean, why win a round when you can win the hearts of viewers and spectators and casters everywhere? Ixie already taking out a flanking turret on the side, and this is already enough for Russia to just bow out, be like, that's it, I'm out of here. And Sano goes down. That's the one player you did not want to die during a back out like this.
Yep, but Fluo trading for it. They just go demo for demo. 20 grams already on Sniper, putting a couple of body shots into DQZ's back.
Yep, Sniper show. We're just seeing what they can do with this. They can't really bomb anybody in. They're like a pseudo man down when they're running a sniper like this. So it does allow the turret to come back and sniper. Oh, well, bite the curse. He will actually go down again, and Sano seems to be the only man with some sanity in his
Ixie
team.
in behind. He sees Madmac. He gets that nice Hundy straight into him. Forces off that Uber, and he stays alive to split the hurt as well. He's making them split this Uber. He's lived throughout the entirety of it and dragged players back. So that's really, really nice from Ixie. Just a shame that at the end of it, when it all settles, he's still players down compared to the Russian squad. They use this Uber off now, but they need to find frags with it, and Sino has somehow just managed to jump away. He does get punished eventually, but they find nothing else with the Uber, and in fact, they're running back even from mid.
Yeah, things were a bit jarring and confusing here. Yeah, they will actually find Turek, who actually Turek more like delivers himself to Italy, so they can play off this now. Drakey's going straight in for the jugular, actually accidentally finds DQZ in his crosshairs instead, and still, mission accomplished, I guess. We're going to second point, we're going to capture that out. Mad Mac doesn't quite have his Uber charge yet, so they want to push out here over on Italy, and he's already into the VIP room. He wants to get this Uber charge built and saved for his team. Oh my,
yeah, there's so
okay.
much cap time though. Fluo on the point, Utka rushing on it to try and block. There's just Carbo versus the world with his medic. He does get chased down, and Mex now, last man alive. Not looking too good for him. This isn't really Medic's strong suit. And he does eventually kill Bind. Utka just keeping him alive for that longest possible respawn. And yeah, it's a shame. Italy, obviously, they've imposed this on themselves that they only start trying once they're 4-0 down, but it doesn't seem to work out too well in Sunshine.
There was like smidgens of opportunity there for Italy to make that last push as well, because there was a nice little snipe during all that chaos onto Madmac. The poor lad left the VIP room for all of a second, gets domed, and I don't think that guy will ever leave that room again.
Yeah, Russia now picking up mid. We do see once again Mex on Kritzkrieg out of desperation. Will they be able to get anything done with it? They are catching up to Mad Max Uber advantage, seeing as they have the faster building gun, but Uber versus Crits, we all know who's favoured in that one.
Okay, its first shot is going to have to count, and oh no, they pop at the exact same time, so Fluo couldn't do anything even if he wanted to. Well, Muncher's on a health pack and he's trying to keep himself alive, but gets clipped by a Sano pipe from the back, believe it. And Sano will go down to a soldier, you know, just to keep things sort of even between both of these teams, and now we're having a good old-fashioned skirmish, just like old Mama used to make, and okay, looking a bit stronger for Italy. Why do I ever doubt the Italians when it comes to skirmishing?
Yeah, we're having a good old-fashioned Carbo run back out with a medic and just do whatever you like and DM everyone and win the fight. But with only 8 minutes left, it's not great. They do have this Kritzkrieg. They want to start heading towards somewhere to use it. Looks like Fluo opting for choke, clearing these stickies with his quickie bomb launcher, and he gets sniped immediately.
Oh, and I think they see 20 grams sort of hiding as well, so they could maybe get the snipe onto him, but what can you do there? I mean, it's an unannounced sniper class, full body charge. wait, it's not a body charge, but a full just charged up sniper gets a headshot on you. There's nothing you can do, surely.
Yeah, and then Mech's dying as well, dropping the Uber. It doesn't count, it's crits. We'll let him off. But I think that's the nail in the coffin for Italy. There's 100% ad against them. They're 3 down, 4 down make that. 20 grams needs to find a drop here pretty much, or else it's over.
Oh no, there's no nails. No nails in one coffin. Yeah, there's plenty more nails to come. There's still 7 minutes of potential nailing to be had, Bum. How dare you?
Well, what about this, Turbo? They are stood on the last point.
Oh, that is the last nail in the coffin, ladies and gentlemen. 5-0 on this sunshine map, and it is looking not so sunny over in Italy, but Russia, I bet they've never seen so much sunlight. It's glorious.
They take 6 points and they will top Group F for our Nations Cup tonight. We can take a quick look at the logs if you'd like to, Turbo.
Let's see. I'm sorting by the damage I care about the most. The damage. So it's Utka, believe it or not. My scout metaphor did work, but I discounted Utka and his 5 million Ubers, Bum.
And yeah, Utka up at the top there, 340 DPM, very nice to see. And yeah, you were right about the scouts having more impact this time around.
But otherwise, I think that's going to be us there, Bum. Is there anything you want to say to our live streaming audience before we close out here?
Yeah, I believe I legally have to plug our socials. Get on Critscast on Twitter. Follow us here on Twitch, of course. We're going to be bringing you more Nations Cup throughout the playoff stage coming up in the next few weeks. And we've got a Patreon and a YouTube as well. YouTube is going to have all the VODs from this uploaded sooner rather than later, hopefully. And yeah, that's about it from me, Turbo. Anything you want to add?
I'm going to give a big fat shout out to all the nice players on Italy and Russia for providing the game and gameplay tonight. A big shout out to Twitch chat for all the reason we do this, so thank you very much. A big shout out to all the Critscast staff that made it possible, and I'm sure Critscast will be in touch over on their Twitter as well to let you know what sort of coverage is going on. Otherwise, I've been Turbotabs. Again, with me has been Bum. Say bye, Bum.
Bye-bye.
All right. I'll see you later, everybody. Bye-bye, cheerio, ta-ta, and see you next time.
Hi-oh, Beaver! Away!